Mr. Chairman, I want to thank you, and I want to thank Ranking Member Ms. Capter as well, and to say welcome to the Secretary. Thank you so much for your steadfast leadership of the department. We're so grateful for the great work that you do. And I was so pleased to see that the administration is proposing us continue investments in key programs, hydrogen and fuel cell technologies. The Office, the Advanced Research Projects Agency, ARPA-E, as well as other targeted hydrogen initiatives throughout the department. And it's a parochial interest. Connecticut has been named a top 3 state for fuel cell development, home to 2 of the largest fuel cell manufacturers with promising startups. And I know there's a balancing act between the policy that incentivizes newcomers and trying to deal with a level playing field as well. But Treasury is responsible for finalizing the so-called 45V guidance, crucial factor in impacting the future of the domestic hydrogen industry. Some concerns raised that the guidance as proposed may inadvertently create a disincentive to use clean energy to produce hydrogen. We don't want to be in a position where green hydrogen production is more economical overseas, taking, projects, jobs, and manufacturers with them. So this relates to the tax code. I know Treasury's in the driver's seat, but I want to get your perspective on how DOD supporting Treasury to update the rulings and address some of the concerns with the proposal. Can DOE play a larger role to ensure that Treasury understands the potential of their ruling on the growing domestic hydrogen industry?
Thank you, Ranking Member DeLauro. So nice to see you, and thanks for your leadership on this as well. We are very bullish on a clean hydrogen economy. As you know, we have done these hydrogen hubs. We want them to succeed. We have also, in respect to the proposed rule, the comment period is closed now. We've gotten 30,000 comments on that, and so Treasury is it was very specifically asking for comments on these specific issues that you raise and more. They got those comments, and they're now evaluating them. And so we obviously work with Treasury on this. They understand the importance of this, believe me, and I look forward to seeing the rule finalized in a way that ensures we have a clean hydrogen economy.
Yeah, well, it's just so important that there really is the cooperation between the two of you on this issue, because I really think it's so important for the future. And, it's just not for my state, but it's really nationwide. So thank you. Let me move to another area if I can. I really applaud the way in which you've made it a priority to make decarbonization funding available to a number of the industrial sectors. One sector where there is an opportunity is plastic waste. As I understand it, I'm no maven on this issue, but it's an interesting issue. A new way of recycling called biological recycling uses advancements in AI and chemistry, biology to break down all kinds of plastic waste, including textiles, turn it back into new plastic material. The technology seems promising, has potential to cut back on plastic waste, even the most contaminated, complicated plastics, and turn that waste into new materials, all without relying on fossil fuels. Most of the companies doing this today are based in Europe, as I understand it, and in Australia. Again, parochial, I'm proud to say that there's one company in the U.S. that's doing this at scale. It is a company called Protein Evolution. It's based in New Haven, Connecticut. If you haven't seen it, I want you to come see it. Can you speak a bit about the department's approach to plastic recycling? What types of investments and commitments can you make, or DOE can make, to support these new technologies like biological recycling?
Great. Thank you for raising this too. This plastics piece of things is something we need to focus a bit more on. We've got a strategy for plastics innovation, which is under our Energy Efficiency and Renewable Energy Office. And that strategy identifies 3 or 4 prongs that they're focused on. One is, of course, recycling, including the mechanics of recycling plastics, whether you can have technology do a lot of that work so that it can be done more efficiently. recycling by design, meaning building recyclable products into the system rather than discarding them. Upcycling, as you referred to, meaning use the plastics to create more high-value products, and then research that's being done on deconstruction of plastics. How do you, whether it's the pathways on thermal deconstruction or on chemical or biological deconstruction. So we have an initiative on this, but it is something that we should work on together to foster, because I think it's an economic opportunity as well for the United States to get their oar in the water and lead on this.
I'm so glad to hear you say that. I'm at the beginning of knowledge about this, and I'm excited about it and would love to work with you on that. And I have visited this company in New Haven, and again, I welcome you to come, to see this, and as well as what we're doing in fuel cell and hydrogen technology. But it just seems that these are new avenues and efforts for us at this time with this and this technology to be able to grasp these efforts, deal with, the resources or what's necessary in order to pursue them. So again, looking forward to being able to work together with you on that. I am going to dash back to Labor HHS, where I am the ranking member. But thank you so much for being here. And thank you for taking advantage of all of the opportunities for moving forward, of, seizing the moment in terms of what are the new technologies and how we can use that to our advantage here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Ranking Member.
Thank you, Ms. DeLauro.